Hey, Andre, what do you think of when I say words like Power Wagon or Ford F-250 Tremor?
I think about heavy duty pickup trucks. I think about off-roading and also towing heavy loads.
I think about the fact that GM has never had a player in that segment, at least not a serious player.
Until now.
Until now, that's right. We got some breaking news for you guys.
Yes.
GM just dropped some news on the new Silverado 2500, and you say it, Andre.
Heavy duty ZR2
And
ZR2 Bison. So they're going all the way with American Expedition vehicle version as well.
so in this video, we're going to tell you all the details that we know. And if you're a big fan of Chevy, you're going to be excited because now we're going to have a Chevy competitor in that highly, let's call it overlandy, off-roady world of
But
heavy-duty
also
trucks.
like tough, because this truck can be used for anything. I mean, it has, should I start with the numbers?
No. Let's start with the thing that's most important. Is it a
Tires.
diesel? No. Or is it a gas?
Both.
Really?
Yes.
That's
so,
good.
So for 2024, by the way, the front end of the truck has been redesigned. So they're using it as their basis. So the 2024 Crew Cab 2500 Heavy Duty Silverado.
I see the ZR2 right there.
Yep. They have badging. We have several images of this. And this is the Bison version. The red truck is the Bison. And then they just updated their powertrains, right? So they increased the horsepower and torque on their diesel Duramax V8, and it's going to be in this truck. And they also are mating their gas V8 to the 10-speed Allison branded transmission. So I think that's good news.
Yeah, I think that's really good news because, look, the more competition, the better, the more choice we have in the market. So let's start and talk about what a ZR2 gets you over a regular, run-of-the-mill, non-off-road special.
So first of all, it's a taller suspension.
Okay, so
right?
give it a lift.
They're calling it 1.5-inch lift, but these trucks are already super tall, dude.
Yes. You can
So
barely get in
they're really
You
massive.
can barely get in the bed.
But it's a little bit taller. But I think they did that to fit this, a larger tire, and they went 35s.
Wow.
I think they had to.
Yeah, so, I mean, 35s feel like they're now in the ballpark, but certainly not out of the ballpark because, as you know, you can get a Raptor on 37s.
Yes.
And
And a Bronco on 37.
I kind of feel like the 37 is a new 35, but I think for fuel economy reasons, even though heavy-duty trucks don't get rated,
Yes.
I still feel like they're probably thinking, if you want 37s, go get them yourself.
Well, it's about balance, right? You can put any truck on 37s, with a little bit of extra work, but I think you need balance. Usability. Do you want, a shorter person having a ladder to climb in this truck? No.
All right,
So
next question.
balance.
How about lockers? Any lockers?
Yes.
Okay.
But not Power Wagon territory.
Not front.
Rear locker
I'm
only.
guessing rear only.
And it's an E-locker, not a
it's
G80.
G80,
Yes. But front is still open. And actually, I'm going to do an interview with the chief engineer or one of the main engineers on this project. And I want to ask them why not.
And that will be up today at alltfl.com. No, it won't be up
Or maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, no,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, that'll be up
It's
this week.
going to be a podcast.
Yeah, it'll be up this week at alltfl.com as a part of our podcast.
Yeah, it's going to take me a little bit longer to produce it.
Right.
So there you have it. So I think they got the tires. I think they got this. Oh, the shocks.
What about the shocks? Multimatics?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet.
Yes. So let me see if there's an image. Yes, we have some images. Bam. But how big do you think these are? There should be massive, right? This is a big truck.
Look, you remember when they first brought the Multimatics to their off-road trucks? They started with the Colorado.
Yes.
And then they expanded it to their full-size trucks, and now we're seeing it on the heavy-duty trucks.
Yeah, so there must be higher capacity, obviously, because payload and towing numbers are still very, very high.
Now, this to me looks like an AEV bumper with a winch plate or a winch mount,
It
potentially.
might be winch ready, yeah. And of course, heavy duty steel and also skid plates. AEV is known for their really tough skid plates, and there's plenty of them on this
Boron.
truck. Boron steel.
That's right, boron steel.
Look at this.
In terms of protection, so we've got a front skid plate, we've got a mid skid plate, maybe?
It looks like it keeps going underneath the transfer case.
Yeah.
And, I think that's the front. That's the transfer case. And this must be the fuel tank.
Fuel tank transfer case.
So a lot of skid plates going on here.
All All right, and then let's talk about the competition so that people know kind of where this fits into the world of heavy-duty
There you
off-road
see
trucks.
the rear locker. So I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, so obviously the Power Wagon is a granddaddy.
Yeah, and here's the thing about Power Wagon and AEV. So the Power Wagon has been there for years,
The Prospector.
right? AEV also builds their own version of it. They call it the Prospector, on large tires and heavy-duty bumpers and a lot of capabilities. And they've been doing this for years as well. But the Power Wagon has smaller tires from the factory, 33s, and lockers front and rear, and a winch.
And a winch from the factory.
Yes. Then, of course, there is the Super Duty. We mentioned it already. 2022 and now 2023 is available. Will be available as well. They also have a factory-provided winch. It's an option. And this is available in diesel and gas, and also F350 and F250. So GM is kind of focusing on the 2500 space, and I think that's okay.
So as you know, the Tremor is not the top dog, right? There's even a bigger dog in the full-size trucks.
In
There's
the
of course
Ford,
the Raptor,
yeah.
and then in the Ram there's a TRX. So now that we're kind of one level below that with the heavy-duty trucks, do you think that there's a heavy-duty like Raptor or TRX competitor coming? Wouldn't that be crazy cool, huh?
Well, there are rumors about this.
Are there? Yeah.
That the Super Duty Raptor is coming. I don't know. I mean, this is already a capable and expensive truck. These with diesels can run 90 grand, maybe even more.
All right, so when's the Chevy coming? When can we see it?
So third quarter of this year. So think what, like September, October, November-ish time frame.
And do we know where it's built? Did I stump you?
No. You usually stump me on this.
Okay, all right.
But this time it's built in Canada. I don't know if you can see the map above me.
Okay.
But it's in Ontario. And
do we know like towing or pricing? Or
yes, we know total and payload.
Okay.
I also want to mention this.
Uh-huh.
The heavy-duty Rebel was just introduced by Ram. So Ram is also playing in multiple levels. But I'm a little bit disappointed in the Rebel. We've had it here for testing, and it only had about, like 2,300 pounds of payload, which I don't think is a lot.
That is not a lot for a heavy-duty truck.
This
Uh-huh.
Chevy
Yeah.
has up to 3,397 pounds of payload.
And you guys know, I mean, what ends up happening is the more stuff you put on a truck, and that includes bigger tires, wheels, shocks, skid plates,
yeah.
right? You're losing basically payload, which means you're also losing towing, because usually towing is 10% of payload. So what is towing?
Up to 18,500. So
Which is still a lot.
yeah, if this was not a ZR2, this could tow up to about 22,500 pounds. So you've lost about 4,000 pounds of capability, but 18,000 is still a lot of weight.
Okay, well, there you have it, guys. You've got all the breaking news. You saw it first on Andre's Garage, or the Fast Lane Truck. And keep in mind, Andre will be doing a podcast with the chief engineer, doing
Yes.
a deep dive, right? You're going to be asking him all kinds of questions.
Tough questions, I hope.
Like, what's the fuel economy?
No. Questions like, where is my front locker? And
He'll be like, it's a heavy-duty truck. We don't rate them.
and why is it not a dually?
Yeah.
Do you think he'll answer that?
And why doesn't it have a snorkel?
But by the way, red tow hooks.
All right.
So it's red tow hooks are there.
We're having fun, but obviously we are going to...
We're thankful that it's here.
We're going to do some serious deep diving into not just this truck, but the brand new heavy duties from Chevy. So be sure to check out alltfl.com. And remember, you saw it first where, Andre?
On alltfl.com and of course TFL Truck as well.
Ciao.